Welcome back to Legacy of Leaders, where we interview the brightest and most interesting leaders in Jacksonville. I'm your host, Whitney Mincey, and I am joined by a very special guest, Suzanne Krivanek. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me, Whitney. Pleasure to be here.
Yes, and I am excited to talk about Cycle Bar. You're the owner of the St. John's location.
Yes.
And I would love to know, first of all, how did you get into that?
Well, for me, I've been in leadership and organizational development, most of my life. I work for the fabulous local employer Crowley during the day. And really, though, when it comes down to it, we're all working, we're all busy, and so to really find a business that I wanted to build a supportive team that was really going after what I'm passionate about, my purpose.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is so important. My job with Cycle Bar St. John's really is to support the team that we're building there, but to really have something that aligns to my passion of fitness, of community, and really helping people to achieve their purpose.
Yeah, I love that. And personally, I have enjoyed cycling for many years now. Oftentimes, I know, thank you. Oftentimes I would go right after work, and it was such a great release and something that I looked forward to at the end of a draining work day. But what would you say for people that are in their career moving forward? Why is adding cycling to your routine so important?
That's a great question. We have so little time, and so for me, being the mom and the having a full-time job, things like networking and really meditation and just finding time to see your friends, it really becomes low on the priority list, and it really shouldn't be.
Yeah.
And especially getting older in age and back hurting and knee hurting, I need a type of exercise that really is easy on the joints.
Yeah.
So I love cycling because it's very inclusive. Anyone at any level can do it, and we provide the water, the shoes, the towel. You just need to show up.
Yeah.
And so you really can get your time of meditation on a bike. That time to really reflect and am I achieving my purpose? That time to network, and we're going to have a lot of different networking events to help people come together, and also do some good for the community, because we're going to have plenty of Cycle Gives events too.
Yeah, I love that, and it's fun. On top of everything else that
party
you just
on a bike.
Yes, party on a bike. You have a good time. Maybe help give back to some charities. Get your mind right.
Yes.
I think that's so important.
Yeah,
and people don't pay enough attention to their own well-being and self-care sometimes.
So important. Yes, most definitely.
So one of the questions I like to ask is, if you could tell your 18-year-old self something, what would you say to her?
Oh, gosh, many things. But one of which is to make sure that you're focused when it comes to your career, really focusing on what your passion and purpose really is. So often we go after the money, or I need to go up the ladder as quickly as possible, and we're running through life, but life is so short when it comes down to it. So really finding those times to slow down, reflect, and make sure that you do have a line of sight to what's important to you, and that you are focusing on your priorities.
And get on that bike, right?
And get on the bike. Yeah. Fitness is part of that, and I've always needed it. But this is one way that no matter what time of day, we'll be open as early as 5:30 to as late as 8 o'clock at night. So, and 35 classes a week. So
wow, you guys will be busy. Well,
yes.
Thank you so much for being here, Suzanne.
Great.
And if you guys want to learn more about Suzanne and Cycle Bar, make sure you go to iwantabuzz.com. Until next time, we will see you on Legacy of Leaders.